Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. Aries here with a video. This is a video update for a couple days. I didn't do one yesterday. I've been so busy trying to finish up some books and other things. I got a lot to tell you. So, first of all, yesterday morning was Monday. Yesterday morning, Aaron was like, yeah, I'm going to have to hang out, and take care of Josh. Well, what happened is Josh was getting moody Sunday and Monday. He didn't want to even know me. He's just like, oh, I'm, all this stuff. Well, he gets moody. Aaron says, oh, bipolar, maybe. Other different, maybe he's, got, what's that word? There's a disease for it. Some type of Asperger's where he only focuses on certain issues, right? Anyways, minding my own business. Yesterday, I contacted the manager. God bless me well, first of all. In the morning, I get up. I still got to go through a list. I didn't tell Angela this in an email, but I got a list of 9 books I got to request because they disappeared off the library's website. So I got to go through my list I printed, request them, and then reprint them yet again. Anyways, get this. So I got an email, 5 books have been ordered. Woohoo! And I'm trying to hammer out the rest, but I'm taking my time. So anyways, I'm like, okay, God has blessed me well. I get these books coming. The 9 disappeared. I'll re-request them. That'll be in the computer again. If they disappear, oh well. I'll just re-request them again. So, minding my own business, I said, God has blessed me well. Well, yesterday for dinner, we had something called Caribbean pork soup. I love it, actually. It's very good. Of course, Josh said it gave him nightmares. But anyways, this is what he told Aaron. Anyways, yesterday, I'm sitting there, and I think the manager was discriminating. I can't blame it on her, but anyways, the mail lady got angry with her. I go in, and the mail lady goes, oh, Aries, I got a package for you. And I'm like, okay, and the manager's like, ladies first. I'm like, I think she was referring to me. Right. And the mail lady's like, here you go, Aries. Your package. Aries is more woman than you. Then the mail lady starts talking to her, and the manager got pissed. Very pissed. It was like she had fire in her eyes. Anyways, so I told Aaron, and Aaron's just like, well, to each their own. Well, my package came, and there was a 20-pack of cigars. Now, mind you, you get 5 Mark Twain's, 5 Baja Villas, Argonis, Pioneer Valley, and Carlos Toronto's Domenico's. They're all Churchills, right? Anyways, last night I said to Josh, Aaron says, give him one. I said, okay. So I gave him a Mark Twain. I smoked up the last of the Victor St. Clair. Great cigar, by the way, the Victor St. Clair's. Well, God delivered me these. So then, today, Aaron cut up his other half of the cigar. He used the cigar cutter. Ooh. Did he actually have it in his pocket? I don't know. I'll have to ask him. But anyways, he cuts the cigar, puts the cutter away today. And today, Josh finishes his half. Well, we go home. We have tabbouleh bazlama tava. Basically, it's a cracked wheat and parsley salad with chicken stew and a homemade bread. It's like flat sourdough type bread. Anyways, then Josh is craving ice cream. He says, I want some ice cream. And he said, go get some for Aries and myself and you. Aaron goes out and gets 3 ice cream cones and 3 popsicle type things. Well, there's 8 flavors of scooped ice cream. I got, of course, coffee, because I've never tried it. Man, was it good. It's got chocolate chunks. It's like a mocha coffee. Josh got a bubble gum. He said it's the best ice cream he's ever had. It's made from a place that's managed by Latinos that only works like 9 months out of the year, 8 months out of the year, and they make ice cream. Homemade ice cream in the shop. Same with ice cream bars. Well, Aaron got mango ice cream bar for himself, me a walnut, and then Josh got something else. I can't remember what flavor he got, but anyways, I'll get to the point. Anyways, Josh ate his, and Josh is like, oh, it wasn't that bad. And then he says, hey, Aries, can you cut a piece for me? So I cut him a piece. He goes, man, that's good. It's like an orgasm in your mouth. Aaron said, I want to try. So he gives Aaron half your ice cream. I gave a sliver, and Aaron said, eat the rest. Aaron says, damn, that's an orgasm in the mouth. It was walnut. It was like a butter pecan type ice cream. It was just that good. Anyways, so Josh says he's tired and he's falling asleep. So he goes, and me and Aaron goes to the park, and we talk about religion and stuff. Aaron reads me something about Sufi poetry. It's early Muslims that are actually loving God more than today. And I spoke to Carlos Toronto. Good smoke. Earlier I smoked a Mark Twain when we went there the first time today, which we were going to take a long walk, but we decided not to. Well, anyways, yesterday he was being very more polite. We got done with everything. We had our park run. We came home. Aaron messages me and he says, oh, you playing your game? Yes. Oh, I'll be around 11. Got done. We left. I had to get up early, around 7, because I have the Frontier Man coming to the phone company. Internet went down. Again, routers, blah, blah, blah. This time the guy went through stacks of routers. Got them all done, let me tell you. Fixed it up. Nothing was working. I finally said, let's try the old one. Calibrated it. Act of God. Well, yesterday, by an act of God, the router worked. I said, oh, you don't have to. Well, you want to give us the newest one, blah, blah, blah. Fine. Well, internet's working. So, that was a blessing yesterday. Besides cigars, internet working again, and the books. The other thing is, as I told you all, Aaron basically came around and he says, you know, I think I'm going to purchase that fly rod for you. Well, he was talking about getting a cigar humidor. Well, all the humidor bundles he wants to go through his store that he buys from, sold out. Well, I said, we can figure something out. Get a Tupperware and just buy some bundles. Okay. Well, Aaron, as you know, Josh has been mean to me. Now he's been belittling Aaron still. And he's like, oh, you need to eat superfoods. And finally, today, Josh, after everything was done in our cigar run, the first time to the park, he sits down and he says, I want some coffee. I'm going to go over there. Well, I offered him coffee. What did he do? I made up a pot. I said, if you want to generously donate, you can buy a can of coffee. You're paying $4 a cup of coffee across the way. Just buy a can for $2, and there's a huge 2-pound can. He says, oh, that's it? I said, that's it, because I'm running low on coffee. So he's like, oh, okay, well, the only thing that didn't come, which I didn't blame anyone, I said, just got to be patient, was the e-layaway check. Aaron's like, well, we're going to go hungry. Well, Aaron went ahead, and he looked over things, and I said, well, for emergency meal, after Josh leaves, they're supposed to have stuffed jalapenos and arrow rice. Well, we can change that out and do pork steak and mashed potatoes and gravy. Done. He says we need to do something for the sausages. Well, we can do brats, frozen brats with tater tots, and we can do fish and chips. That just leaves sausage and pasta one night, which we do have the pasta, so dinner's covered. That just leaves the first 3 nights that we have to worry about. Well, we still got fish. We got frozen pizzas, so that covers 2 more nights. That leaves us 1 night to worry about. Aaron's like, we'll figure it out. Well, then I said, well, we got a corned beef. All we got to do is buy a cabbage, which is like $1, and we're done. He said, okay. And then I said, we just got a ham, which we can do something for $4 and do a side, or if that check doesn't come, we can just have ham, tater tots. Deal. So we went through our freezer. We've done everything we can. Let me tell you, everything is crystal clear on the meals. We're fine. So Aaron's like, that's good. I said, we've been blessed. Well, check didn't come. I said, I ain't worried. No worries. Well, today, before the postman came, I figured I'd make another extra payment on Aaron's Christmas gift that I've been financing. I got a letter today that said, your credit's been extended again. All because I made a double payment. Okay. Well, I'm going to make a few more extra payments. I want to get his Christmas thing paid off. And Aaron said, you know, you should go through Finger Hut for Christmas again. I said, you know, I think I will. Aaron's like, PS4. I'm like, no, there's no games for it. Well, I got a couple gifts I got planned for next month for Angela. I want to get into Oblivion tonight, Elder Scrolls 4. I'm reading a book. It's called The Orvis Guide to Tippets, Leaders, and Knots, which is really good. It's on my list. I got to sit down one of these days and print out my current book list and then knock down the ones that I've read that I don't really like. Matching it with my book reviews that I did. I've done like 49 book reviews on Amazon. I've been just hammering. I got 3 books I've requested, or 9 books that are something like that. 9 books on hold, 1 in the transit. That leaves 8. And then I got other ones I'm reading. Well, I got to return several of them soon, so I'm just going to go and buy them outright. Well, same time, I'm buying a couple new study Bibles because I want to learn more about the words. Well, tonight Aaron read me some Sufi poetry. Those are the earliest more Muslims that actually preach love instead of hate. And it's poetry, and the Sufi Muslims are different, or Islams, because they're the type that does drinking, and they come up with their poetry while they're drunk. Well, in my opinion, this is before Sharia law took full effect. So I'm telling you, this was really great. But anyways, back to my story. So today, manager's talking, oh yeah, we got to get surveillance cameras because we don't know who's filling up the garbage can, and it's going to cost us $4.50 for twice a month to get garbage pickup. I said, so be it. So then I said, I think maybe the neighbors behind us, there's houses behind the apartment complex throwing the trash in there. Or someone's driving along dumping it up at 2 in the morning. Who knows? So all of a sudden she gets a little pissy and she said, oh, okay. I come back down to go to my place to get my coffee. And I said, oh, by the way, I talked to Aaron. He said it's more likely the bigger families here. I said last time he counted there was like 70 people. There's not 70. With the 30 in one unit that's illegally here, you can figure it out. She says, that's true. And then she did some racism. I didn't care. She's like, well, us Mexicans, we like to eat a lot. And I says, oh, well, I like to eat a lot too. When I went back, Aaron's friend Josh is like, oh, well, they're trying to get you out. They're going to use racism. And at the park, we talked about it. And I said, nah, God's with me. I mean, literally, if they're going to attack me, they're attacking me either because I'm transgender or I'm a Christian minister. Plain and simple. So, anyways. So, then, I was talking to someone today about breast implants and cosplayers that were getting breast implants. We talked about that. Talked to Aaron about fly rods. We still got to choose the fly rod for me. He's buying me one. He's like, I'm buying a fly rod, Rita. Well, once that happens, it'll be better. But I told him there's a layaway plan. I was going to get one for Angela still. She just hasn't chosen one. I might just get her a simple one and be like, here, play with it. See how she does. She doesn't need a large one. She's in creeks and streams. Anyways, I got a letter I'm working on for Angela anyways. Here, it's like 6 pages. When it hits 8, I tear it up, proofread it, and staple it and send it out. Anyways, so my plan is I printed out some stuff today. I think I sent a copy to Angela, but it had to do what fish take what weight a fly rod. Well, Aaron's just like, oh, well, I printed it out, got it done. Printed out a Finger Hut bonus thing, so I got the envelopes almost ready to go. I was telling my aunt today on a private message, I go through approximately 30 to 40 envelopes a month, depending on how many letters I write. I'm supposed to write my Filipino friend. I just haven't had the chance. Kind of lazy. I mean, I've lost the motivation except for Angela. I wrote a bit in Angela's letter because I want to tell her what's going on because of Josh. Well, everything's good, right now. He might change tomorrow, but tonight I offered him coffee and, we chatted. And then after dinner, he's like, oh, that meal was great. Well, we have lunch tomorrow. We have a Greek beef stew, Greek chicken stew, I should say, bread, and wheat salad. So the only problem is it's getting into my tooth hole, so I got to get my tooth fixed. So anyways, tonight me and Aaron talked about religion, Jesus Christ, God. We never talked about cigars much. I just said, hey, the humidor bundles are sold out, and he's like, oh, we'll figure it out. And I said, no, we will. And then we talked about Sufi poetry. I brought my books just in case I wanted to, but... And then, this is the funny thing. There was these two Hispanics or Latino people. Nice couple, by the way. They went behind something at the park, and they were having sex. So it was like, oh, well. Me and Aaron were talking about things, and I was smoking my cigar, and Aaron's like, I'm getting cold. So on the way home, I smoked it all the way down to the nub. And then Aaron's always thinking, oh, you're burning your mouth. Well, when I got home, I started chugging water, and then Aaron says, dogs need water. Filled it up. Then Aaron's like, well, I'm going to get ready for bed. I hope you're doing okay. And I said, sure. I said, we're fine. I'll see you in the morning. And he said, okay. He said, make sure everything's walked by X amount of time and all is gravy. And I said, okay, cool. So that was it. So now I'm here, and so anyways, that was it, you know. And then I went online, and I decided to you know, read my Bible for a couple minutes, have some water, give the dog biscuits, change my underwear and socks. Usually I don't change it, but I'm changing it because I have to get prepared. Oh, there we go. This is called the camper, by the way. I got a string hanging off my socks. I'm just gonna cut it. There we go. A little stringy. This is the Swiss Army knife called the camper. They have various ones. I want to get the compass and the admiral, I think, or the captain or the skipper or whatever they call it. It's blue. Once in a while, I like to collect a new knife to have to my collection. But anyways, so I decided to get online and tell you about my 2-day adventures, you know. And now I'm going to upload this. And, you know, God's blessed me well the last 2 days. He'll bless me tomorrow, no matter what. Unless I'm dead, then I will return to Him. But God has been very good to me, so I can't complain. So tonight's plan is upload this, do my Bible once more, drink some water, give the dog a biscuit, check on Skype for something, and then go to Oblivion for a while, read my book until I get tired, and then go to bed. Once this book's out of the way, then I start the next book, which is the Orvis Field Stream Guide to trout imitations and their foods. Once that's done, then I start another Orvis book, and then once the Orvis books are done, I switch over to John Gurok again. I got 3 of those. Once those are done, all I gotta read is a new book I got from Aaron. It's the Complete Orvis Guide, the Complete Guide to AZ Encyclopedia Fly Fishing. And then I read the other book that I got, and then that's it. Then all the books are knocked out, and then I just wait for the new ones to come in. I got one coming in the mail, which is Building a Cabin. Figured it'd come in before Josh left because he could look at it himself. So I forgot to do a book review on YouTube on the left, what do you call it, Alone in the Wilderness with Dick Prenicky. So I will do a text review of it on Amazon. So anyways, with that said, everything is gravy. I'm happy. God's blessed me well. With that said, may God bless you and everything you do. Please add and subscribe if you like. Please post comments in the box. Please add me as a friend. Please leave suggestions, comments, and feedback. Thank you, and may God bless the world.